Hey guys, just a quick vlog. You've heard about this Yanni versus Laural thing. Essentially, you hear a voice. Some people hear Yanni, some people hear Laural. People are freaking out going, what is this? Is this a trick? It's not a trick. It has to do with the qualities of the sound that's being uttered, if you will. Depending on how your brain is wired, you will hear Yanni, another person will hear Laural. And so linguists have looked at this and they've seen how the way this word was uttered, it's kind of in the middle, which allows for more interpretation as far as your brain is concerned. Behavioral psychologists have known for a long time now that our preconceptions and certain our cultures, how we listen to things, how we see things, will literally transform the sensory input, not just what we hear, but what we see, what we smell, what we taste, and what we feel, and so on. And so for me, this Laural versus Yanni thing, there's a profound lesson for the general public in this. And that profound lesson is that our realities are literally very much a subjective thing, because our brains are programmed, think software, programmed differently. Now, some of us share many of the same programming, but another group of people have a different type of programming. So some big thinkers out there, whose names I forget, of course, they believe that our perception of the world, of reality, is actually probably not very accurate in terms of how the world really exists. Because our brains, if you think about in terms of software, our brains are taking in all this data, all this input through our five senses: touch, hearing, sight, sound, etc. And then our brains process this data according to the programming in our brains. Some of the programming is hard-coded, we're born with it genetically, and some of the programming is developed over time because of life's experiences. Some things are de-emphasized, some things are emphasized. So that's why some people are scared of spiders and some people aren't. Fears evoked based on what they see. It's not necessarily the best example. But this Laural versus Yanni thing, that's a very good example, because it shows you how the same sound wave coming out different people, and the people will perceive a totally different word, which is profound as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I just want to mention this because I've been talking about the psychology and the brain, the lizard brain, and so on. And I thought this was a pretty cool example of how, how reality is very subjective in many respects. Bye-bye.